What's going on? What happens?
Sorry, mate. The connection was really bad. Apologies
Goes
for
good.
that. Where did you spend most of the quarantine? Was you in Ireland?
Yeah, I'm in Ireland, Belfast. Obviously, live here. So I 90% of it here, and I've started doing a bit of training back down in Dublin now. So I'm going down there the last week or two.
Nice. I love both cities, by the way, Dublin and Belfast. Been to both.
Yeah,
Abs
Belfast is the best city in the world. I
I
love it.
love Belfast. Amazing, especially the outskirts. The When you see the countryside and the greenery
Yeah,
is just so beautiful. But the night
yeah.
outs are just amazing.
Can't beat a night out in Belfast.
Yeah. Just to ask you, how did you get into boxing?
Um, I was 8 years old, and well, probably younger than that actually, 6 or 7 years old, and the youth club across the street from me was 25p a day, and the boxing club was 50p a week. So I was sent to the boxing club just during the winter months when it was too cold. They'd say the Slaney said I'd go to the boxing club. And then when I got to summer, I didn't care. I just messed about. But then my daddy sat us down properly when I was about 8, 9, because my brother kept on getting into street fights. And one day he picked a fight with a crowd, and we both got beat up. So he sent us down to learn how to fight. And then I stayed at it for a while, and then I got my first fight. And my daddy said to me, "Look, I'm spending my full week's wage on these boxing boots. It was like £880 at the time." And he said, "You better stay in boxing for at least a year if I buy these boxing boots." And I was like, "Yep, yep, I'll do it." And I wanted to leave boxing so many times that year. Like, I don't think of my dad going mental if I left. So I stuck at it, and then by the end of the year, I think it was 10, I was beating up everyone and doing really well. So I decided to stay at it.
Do you still have those boots?
Nah, I lost
No?
him. I actually lost him about 8 months into it. I don't know what I done, and my friend had the same kind of one, but he lent me them every time I fought. So my daddy never knew.
Thank God. Um, what was it? I wanted to know. You won the vacant WBC
hmm
International Super Lightweight title. What I want to know is going into that fighting in Belfast, main event for a title like that. What's that feeling like?
It's, it's unbelievable. Like, I never realized. I've had obviously had plenty of fights before, and I think I had 18 fights before then, but I never had a title. It was always just meaningless fights that I had, and some of them were tough. Um, But to win a title after you win a fight, the feeling you have in front of your crowd and stuff, your home crowd, unbelievable. And you don't realize what you're missing after all them other fights until you first get about it and you fuck me, I've missed. This is an unbelievable feeling. It's a irreplaceable feeling. Still can feel how I felt now. It's unbelievable.
Would is so far your favorite fight of your career?
Nah, because it wasn't as exciting as other ones. I mean, I love entertaining people, so there's ones that have been like I think the best feeling you ever have is when you don't know if you won or not. You go into the last round, you give it your all because you know how close it is, and you're listening to the scorecards getting read out, and you know you could win or you could lose. You don't know what way it's going to go, and you win, and the feeling you have is unbelievable. So I think that's the best. And once you win, like if Dar fully won, I knew I won. I wanted to stand around and 100% won this, but some other fights have had nail biting decisions called out, and the feeling you get from that's irreplaceable.
I totally understand. Obviously, I'm not a boxer, but I've been to fights where I've supported certain boxers and not knowing what the result is, and then when they shout out their name, it's
It's
exciting
unbelievable.
for them. But even as a fan, it's
Yeah,
unbelievable as well.
when you know you've won a fight, it's not as exciting. You're just sitting there going, "Yeah, okay." But when you're having to listen to the scorecards intently and go, "Right, fuck, who's this going to win?" And you just listen, and you hear, "And still," and you go, "Fucking right."
Yeah, I'm a true believer that obviously Floyd Mayweather set that bar of keeping that O, right? But I believe
Mm,
some great fighters, when they lose their first fight, they become better fighters. If you look at
Yeah.
people like Manny Pacquiao, Canelo, Lomachenko, these people that have suffered their first losses have come back and got much better. Do you think since the Jack Catterall fight, you've improved a lot in the ring?
Um,
Like,
yeah, I
have you
do.
learned a lot from it?
I believe I, it made me more confident. It made me believe in myself more that I knew I was at that level. Like, I only got beat by 1 point against Jack Harrell, who at the time no one even knew who I was. So to go into that fight and have an absolute war with a world rated number one at the time, fighter, and to only get beat by a point, it proved. I already knew, but it spurred me on even more, and made me believe in myself even more, and knew that I could do something in this boxing game. So, and then also, I felt like I also gathered a lot of fans for me. Like I had a fan base, but not that big a fan base. After that fight, everyone started talking about Tyrone Mckenna, and that, before that, everyone just thought Tyrone McKenna's a mouthpiece. He can't really fight, but I think that proved that I could fight, and it gave me a lot of confidence, and a lot of drive, and spurred me on a lot.
He's I think he's mandatory for the IBF title. Is he someone that in the future you would like a rematch with?
Yeah, I don't really think about a rematch with him ever, but I mean, if it came along and he's world champion, or for a world title eliminator or whatever, 100%. As I said, I was inexperienced when I fought him, and I gave him a hell of a fight. So to go back in now, I would have a lot more confidence, and I would know exactly what to do, and what worked for me that night. So I believe in a rematch, it would be a very entertaining fight again, and something I'd be very confident in. But he isn't the guy. Rematches aren't things I look at. I've always said it. I like fighting new people, and getting in the ring with people I've never fought before. So I don't really think of him as a rematch.
Who do you admire at the moment in your weight division? Because there's some great fighters. There's Josh Taylor,
Yeah. Well,
Prograis.
Josh Taylor's the man in 140 pound division. So, and I've been out with him a few times, and I talked a lot to him. And he's a really, really nice person, humble, down to earth, um, but unbelievably skilled, and an unbelievable boxer.
Yeah, he's a great fighter, unbelievable fighter. Who did you grow up admiring in boxing?
Um, Probably anyone that's really a tall southpaw. So Andy Lee, I loved watching Andy Lee. I loved watching Michael Nunn. I obviously Michael Nunn was before my time, but I loved watching him growing up. Um, Paul Williams. Paul Williams was unbelievable to watch. And these are all kind of the style that I should have. So I love watching him. I still watch Andy Lee. Andy Lee's probably my hero growing up in boxing, because he was an unbelievable amateur as well as professional. So probably him.
You ever met him?
Yeah, loads of times. He's a nice guy. Really nice. He meals me quite often as well. I mean, he done commentary on a few of my fights as well. He's a really nice, very intelligent man when it comes to boxing. So he's a sensible man. I mean, he's a person you can look up to, and take as a role model.
Obviously, being from Belfast, there's been a few world champions coming from that city. Obviously, Carl Frampton being one of them. Are these people that you admire? Even just Irish boxers in general. There's been some greats over the past. For example, the great Jack Dempsey. For example, you've got Barry McGuigan and so on. Is the aim to be in that list of great Irish champions and Irish
See,
boxers?
when I come to profession, I didn't go to myself, "Oh, I want to be the best person to come out of Ireland, best fighter to come out of Ireland." Um, what I want to be is known as one of the most entertaining fighters in Ireland. So every time I go in the ring, I don't say to myself, "Let's bore people to death, and let's get the win." I do care about the win, but I do care about how I get the win. I want to entertain people. I want to get in, and fight people that are going to have the crowd on their feet, and go crazy. So that's my aim, and I think I do it most times I get into the ring. I do entertain you, and I am executing what I want to do.
There, someone just left a comment.
Yeah.
Ryan McClogan.
Yeah.
He
It's a
said
big
he's in your DMs, and now I'm in your Insta lives, and he'll be in front of you, pinging your head off in Rust. Countdown is on.
uh, we have a bet in Call of Duty. Um, Rust is 1-on-1, so he's supposed to be the main man. He's a Northern Ireland football player. So me and him are going at it. 50 quid on the line, and
Oh wow.
he's about to get mauled. I'm used to being an underdog, Ryan. You're getting destroyed. I don't care.
Which Call of Duty are you guys playing?
Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare.
Nice.
You in it? You in it?
I haven't played the latest one. The last one I played. I haven't had no time to be honest. At the moment, I got hooked on the UFC game, UFC
Yeah,
3.
I've never played the UFC game.
It's really good. To be honest, because there's no boxing games, the last boxing game was on the PS3.
No, the thing
Um,
is making a boxing game. What the fuck's going
hopefully,
on?
yeah, they need to. They need to. But the UFC one's amazing. So if they do the next boxing game
Yeah.
just like UFC 3, it's going to be unbelievable. Speaking of boxing games, I'm sure they're going to bring one out. How amazing would you feel that you're on the game and you could play as yourself? Because, you know,
Tyrone Mckenna's defense, zero. Nah, you know what? It'd be unfucking believable. You could play yourself and stuff. So I've heard a lot of rumors that they're going to be bringing out a game, and there've been matches and a lot of current boxers about it. So if they do, and people that you know are on it, so it makes the game 10 times better, doesn't it? So stick to
yeah,
boxing talk for gamers.
amazing. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. Um, luckily, just before the lockdown, 21st of February at your call, you managed to have your fight semi-final of the MTK Global um, Golden contract. What's the atmosphere in your opinion at your call? Because it's an iconic state venue. To be honest, it's just a leisure center, but it's got history.
It is, you know what? It's sort of similar to the place Ulster Hall here. It's an iconic place, and a lot of big things have happened in New York and Ulster Hall, so they're very similar in that way. But the atmosphere, and there is no bad seat in the York Hall at all. Everyone's on top of the ring, and everyone's
Yeah,
got a good seat in the house. I mean, it's unbelievable, and the atmosphere in it, and fighting in it, it's special. But yeah, I love it. I love it. Always rather fight in my home city, but if not, York Hall is a great venue, and I really enjoy fighting there. I've had some good nights there already.
yeah, it's a great little venue as well. It's weird. Do you find it weird? Because obviously I've been backstage to interview boxers, and everyone's just together. No one's got their own locker
Yeah,
room or
I was about to
anything.
say that, but I didn't know if you knew the change rooms. I hate the change rooms in York Hall. I
Th-
hate them because you're all on top of each other, and you're seeing people who are fighting, walking past you, and all going upstairs, and you're like, this is weird. And then they're freezing. There's something wrong with eating in York Hall
Yeah,
change room. They're fucking freezing. But other than that, the venue itself is unbelievable. Just need to maybe sort out the change rooms. I didn't realize there was
yeah,
a Legend until I went over to London as well. There's a full gym and a swimming pool and everything in there.
yeah, exactly. The thing I find dodgy in backstage is the stairs. How steep are those stairs? Because
Ah,
one slight little
right.
fall and it's over.
You're walking down to go out to fight and you're shitting yourself walking down the stairs. No.
Exactly. But you're lined up for the final against someone that
Mm.
faced Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall already, and that's Ohara Davies.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this opponent? Do you feel like you can beat him?
I've always thought that but not always thought it, I always knew it. I know I can beat him 100%. Not even the best Tyrone Mckenna turns up in the night, he's still beating Ohara Davies. I've said it a lot. I've said it. If he trained with Angelo Dundee for 10 years, he still wouldn't beat me. The man doesn't have the skills or the capacity to learn new skills to beat me. He's too flat footed, he's too slow, he's done like work rate. there's a lot of flaws in this man, and I'm going to exploit them all. And I believe he's not even going to last the 10 rounds. I'm not saying I'm a big puncher, but he's a quitter. He's a guy that doesn't like when he's not getting his own way, and that's just facts. He's going to get beat, and I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for his fight. I've waited for his fight for 4 years, and finally, he's kept on saying no, he's not fighting me. I'm bum. But finally, being back in the corner, he has to fight me, and there's no excuses this time.
So you've been chasing Ohara for 4 years now, and he's been avoiding you.
Don't know what you mean for it. Obviously, at the start, I was nobody when I was calling him out, so fair enough. He uh, he didn't want to fight somebody that's not got a title or anything. But now I am a name just as big a name as him, and do you know what? I'm glad it hadn't happened until now because the finals, it's a good, it's a well deserved. Like it's a big build up. It's a grand final, and it's a great occasion to have it on finally.
Yeah, we look for, especially us boxing fans and at Bells and Whistles, we look forward to this final and we can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Um, Jermaine, who's part of Bells and Whistles, says, "Tell us about your square up backstage during the Coogan interview."
Yeah, so on the Tuesday or Wednesday of the fight, I was down for Tyrone McCullough's whole week, and he was fighting in the quarters. And I was sitting in the lobby one day, and Lee Eaton was on Instagram Live like we are right now at the Ohara Davies, and he went over to me and he stuck the phone in front of my face. It was Ohara Davies and said, "What's happening? You cunt." Oh, what? So me and him had a big thing on Instagram Live, shooting at each other. I was fuck, my blood was boiling. And then after he says he's going to smash me next time, when I was offline, he said next time he sees Tyrone Mckenna, he's going to smash him. He's going to smash me. All this shit. So I was like, I was raging. I'm a fucking bastard. So I got the fight night and I knew he'd be there. And I seen him ringside, so I walked past him and done nothing. Walked past me and walked past him 3 times. He done nothing. I was waiting for him to point up and fulfill what he said. He said he was going to smack me. So he didn't. And then I seen him going outside to have an interview with Coogan Counties. And I said, fuck it. I'll go out and say, are you going to smash me or not? So we went out them and I confronted him. And before this, I was told by MTK all week, if you go near Ohara Davies, we're putting you out of his contract. You aren't getting the fight. Don't you go near him. Don't you go near him. So when I saw him go backstage, I thought he went backstage and I ran backstage. I said to the manager, I said, "Did you see Ohara Davies?" And he said, "Don't go fucking near Ohara Davies." And then I found him. So it was him and me going, if I hit him out of the competition, and he gripped me and then we had a scuffle and Coogan Colleges intervened straight away basically and pushed me in the door, was about it. But when he gripped me, I was sitting going to myself in my head, did I smash this cunt or doing that? Because I don't want out of the fucking competition, obviously. But so I just left it.
Has there been any talks of when the date might be for the final, even if it's behind closed doors?
Yeah, well, if originally the date was supposed to be next week, which is saddened me. But see, Cuts Kennedy, don't listen to anything he says in this interview. By the way, he comes on to every one of my delays and he'll abuse you and then abuse me. But yeah, what are we saying there?
Do you know when the date could be for
Oh,
the final?
yeah, so it's supposed to be next week, but there's talks, but nothing's confirmed. Nothing's 100%. They're saying maybe, hopefully August, September time, maybe. But I'm training like it is going to be in the next 8 to 10 weeks, so we'll see.
Okay. Just before I came on, I received a message from someone to give you a message, and I just want to see what you want to say back to them. Basically, it's from the English super lightweight champion, K Prosper. He basically said, tell the guy, when Ohara slaps him up, can I get the opportunity to end his career?
Listen, he's English champion. Let him sit it on it. He's nowhere near. I don't even know who that is. Honestly, what's his name?
K Prosper.
Never heard of him in my life. So once he starts making a bit of noise, then he come back I know Ohara Davies is not beating me, so you can get his facts right.
What is the aim after Ohara, David? You beat Ohara. What's the aim? Do you want a title shot straight away, or would you want to go for the Commonwealth title, a European title?
No,
What
no. See, when I beat Ohara Davies, I'm going to be in box track more or less top 15, maybe top 10 in the world. I'm going to be in a lot of the governing bodies, ranking bodies, being top 15 in the world. I want to go for a world title straight away. And I believe it will be because I'll be in a great position. I'll be signed by one of the best promoters in the world. And yeah, like there's no reason why I shouldn't be getting the world title shot straight away. I think I'm past Commonwealth level anyway. Wouldn't want to fight for anything lower than that. And I think I deserve a world title after this. I mean, I've had a couple of good wins. I'm highly ranked. So give me that world title shot.
if, for example, the title shot doesn't come straight away? Is there anyone you got your eye on? Is there someone like a big fight that you would like just before that title shot?
But you know what? I've always said I would love to fight. Like, there's a few people that are ranked pretty close to me, and I always see this. They aren't world champions. I was just want to fight for world, as you say, I'm not fighting for world title. Um, there is people out there that I think would make exciting fights for me. I mean, Sedusa, is that it? Sedusa or whatever you want to call him, Alex Sedusa or Chris Algieri. I'd love to fight them too because I think me and them would have very exciting fights for the fans, and that's what I want to be in. I want to be in big, exciting fights with big names, and I believe they're big names. They're exciting fighters, people I like watching. So I'd love to be on the receiving end of their punches.
What about domestic fights? Someone like Lewis Ritson or Davis Jr.
Yeah, I mean, Lewis Rissons and Davies Jr. are both two fighters I love watching. But and they're really nice people. I've spoken to them a lot, and they're really nice people. But again, they're fan friendly, as I say. Anyone that's a fan friendly fight, I want to fight because I, I, I fight for the fans. I fight to please the fans, and I believe that kind of fights would please everyone.
Is the division somewhere you're really comfortable in? Would you ever go up or down in another division?
No, I would definitely wouldn't go down on it. but
Like one up
but
division then?
no, I'm comfortable now. At the start of my career, I was actually fighting late middleweight and welterweight and stuff, but I wasn't taking nutrition seriously and diet seriously. But now I've got Stephen Floyd on board, my nutritionist. I mean, I make weight not comfortably, but as I should do, and I make it properly, and I feel good at the weight. So I think they well, there's my weight division, even though I'm 6'1". I believe this is my weight division that I should be at for the foreseeable future.
So I wanna thank you for coming on today, champ. I would love to interview you in person when everything goes back to normal.
Yeah,
What is normal these days? We don't know. So when everything,
well,
so when you do come down to London, I would love to organise to come interview you just before the Ohara or after you beat Ohara. That would be great.
100%. Whatever. I
Yeah,
might be too popular after Beetle Horror. You never know. You might have to book him a personal or PA.
no problem. Just don't forget who bells and whistles are.
No sweat. Right? Good to see you.
But thank you. Good luck. Stay safe, and thank you for everything. Take
Yeah, no
care.
worries.
Thank you.